Hello everyone, I'm Melinda, NailFanatic of Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is your Cancer Tarot and Channel messages for April 2018. It applies for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Northern Node, Venus. If you know how to apply it to the different aspects of your chart, please do. So let's see, what are the messages that are coming through for you, Cancer, at this time? We have a word intend coming out of the Words of Clarity deck. And the bottom of the deck is unconventional. Going to use the crystal reading cards and see what else comes out. I definitely get the sense that you have been doing things in a different way, Cancer. Something has changed. Something has become uncomfortable for you. And I feel that with it, though, it's bringing you to a place of greater power, making you feel the desire and the urge to show yourself just what you can do and just what you can accomplish, and push yourself to greater depths, to greater lengths, to greater self. This is really highlighting for you that, you know, there's so much more in you than what you were aware of. There's more than meets the eye. I'm hearing the Transformers, more than meets the eye for you. We have expanded awareness. So doesn't that make sense with what I just said? You're coming into understanding more about yourself, how you work, what you can do, what you can accomplish. Okay. And sexuality is at the base of the deck. For some of you, this is about you coming into a greater awareness of your own sexuality, coming into a greater awareness of how you interact with opposite sex and different things that go on in your mind and in your heart as you do that. I feel like for somebody out there, you're definitely questioning about your orientation, or if you're not at all questioning your orientation, you're questioning whether you're going to actually share that with some people in your life. Because I feel that for somebody else, I just heard that, you know, it came out and they weren't ready for it. So if that came out and you weren't ready for it, well, now it's time for, you know, it came out in an unconventional way. What are we going to do with it? You know, which way are we going to take it? The question goes back to you, my dear Cancers. Also, I feel that for somebody out there, a younger person who is a Cancer, so if you have any children who are of the sign of Cancer who seem to be getting more into dealing with sexual scenarios, or you just feel like it's a possibility, like awareness that this is real. You may have a younger person around you who is expanding, trying new things. You may have a friend, it may be you, who's trying new things in sexuality. I feel like, okay, we have the Temple and Soft coming out here. I feel like for somebody, this is an expanded awareness of the self through the exploration of sex, because we finally found somebody we can try this with. I feel like this is an expanded awareness of the spiritual power of the action of sex, and tapping into that and letting it be something that we're working with in our life. I feel that you know, you've been getting softer towards the idea of intercourse with another, and I do feel for a lot of you this has nothing to do with actual intercourse. This is more of dealing with how you are connecting your own divine masculine and divine feminine traits within yourself, not even necessarily dealing with another externally. We have the Empress here, so this is about nurturing. If you are experimenting with sexual partners, or if you know someone who is, we definitely want to bring up protection, contraceptives, because somebody needs to understand that with that whole soft, gooey insides, there are eggs in there that can easily be fertilized, especially if it's from, you know, your traditional double gender, not double gender, but dual gender relationships, okay? So yeah, contraceptives if you don't want to have babies, but really what's happening is there's a spreading of this love energy. There is love and nurturing and growth going on there. It's harvest time. So it's like, I've been waiting, it's time. For some of you, there is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo person who's coming into play here. This person is very honest, and they are very, they can seem slow to drag their feet to get involved, but I feel like this person doesn't just jump into things until they think that this is part of their world. This is what I want in my world, so now I will go forward. I also feel like this person may come across sometimes to be a little bit cold, but they do a lot of processing when you're around them. I feel like they have some strong air energy where they tend to do a lot of processing, even just being around you. And so that's why they may seem either aloof or uninterested or something like that sometimes. But it's not that they're not interested. It's not that they're aloof. It's they've got a lot of stuff they're processing. And I think one of the things they're processing is the beauty that they see in you and how you actually handle all of the things that are going on for you. I also feel that for some of you, again, Taurus is a strong possible person coming into play in your life. And who is Ariel or Uriel? I just heard Ariel or Uriel. Okay, so for somebody, there's an Ariel or a Uriel who is playing an important role in your life at this time. Is it somebody that you're dating? Is that a family member? Somebody's dealing with a Leo. Somebody's dealing with a Leo. I got that off of that card, and now I'm getting it again here. Somebody's dealing with a Leo. I feel like what you've got going on is you've in a situation where you've walked away from so much conflict with different people. It's like the minute they don't feel like they're going to work out in your plans, or the minute they feel like they're not on the same page with you, you're quick to walk away. And so now that you've been doing a lot of that, you really have set your heart apart in a way where you are feeling your power. You have allowed yourself to be guided by your heart. So you're empowering your heart connection, your spiritual connection to your emotional GPS, and you're staying focused on what you want to see. You know what your intentions are for your life. You know what you want to see. I do feel here for someone you either have been a part of and are done with, or really want to be a part of a three-party relationship. There are those who do like that. So if you don't be judgy, because that's not your place to judge others. But again, with unconventional coming up, I have to bring it up. You know, maybe this is an unconventional type of relationship we're talking about. For somebody, if there's a two-party relationship or a three-party relationship, you may be dealing with a Taurus and a Leo. Yeah? The rune that I'm getting out for you, this one is, I think it's called Inga's Fertility. This is all about fertility. So again, if you don't want to get any babies coming out of this stuff, contraceptives, perfect. Because the babies don't ask to be here, but they sure do ask a lot when they get here. And you can't really say no and be a decent human anymore. So if you're going to say no to babies now with contraceptives, okay? All right. The Whispering Woods says joy. Spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. So joy is important for you. And the more energy, what sign got this? Was it Aries? I think Aries got this also. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. And you have the word intend here as well. So intend and intention, that going together beautifully. As you utilize your energy and your intentions along with the way you're doing things, and you follow that, you will move more fearlessly and you will feel more free, because you'll know that you're working in harmony with your own real energy. And that's why people have things that feel cross energy because, or that they're not aligned with, because they don't make sure that they're aligned with it. So I say here, if you're going to be in a 3-party relationship, maybe some of you are considering this right now, you've got to make sure that you're totally aligned with it. And can I totally recommend that, you know, you meet the other parties involved in this relationship and have your say. Everybody's got to be on the same page as far as worrying about you. So if they're not, that's not your problem, but you need to be worried about you. It can become your problem if you allow it. You need to make sure that you're completely aligned with it so you can move forward fearlessly. If you're not aligned with the unconventional 3-party relationship, it's going to feel like you allowed yourself to be trapped in a situation that doesn't work for you. Most of you don't like that. So if you came across the path of somebody that is like that, understand that you attracted the situation. You can adjust that vibration. But I do feel that for more of you, this is about a situation where you're having a whole lot of spiritual joy and uplifting, and you're seeing just how strong you are. You've been seeing all of the things that you can do, all the magic you can create in your world. I mean, you have Isis here with magic. So I'm feeling like there's a strong picking up on the where it has, have you had cross current vibration? Where have your beliefs and your words not lined up with your intentions and your real desires? And I feel like if you will look at that, you're going to find some places where there's some cross current vibration, and it's going to allow you to really bring forth and bring into fruition some of those things that you were wanting. As soon as you figure that out, what is that cross current vibration? Are you, on one hand, asking for love, and on the other, making fun of every couple that you see? Are you saying you're ready to date and you want to meet somebody, but every time somebody approaches you, you chase them away, and you don't even show them the honor as a human of appreciating that they appreciate you, they are attracted to you, and they would like to get to know you? It doesn't mean you have to say yes and accept everything, but it does mean that the way you receive that is sending a message. So you could either be working in harmony or cross current with what your intentions are. What are your intentions? I feel like you've been through a crazy journey, an unconventional journey. You've come through a crazy path, and now you're ready to just let go of all the shit that does not work for you. I feel like for somebody, sexuality is really big. For somebody who is a Cancer, I feel like there's a Taurus woman around you who's looking at you and they want to have sex. And you're saying to yourself, I'm just not so sure if I'm ready for all that yet. I'm not so sure if I'm ready to bring that into my temple, because you have the temple here. And this is also letting you know that, hey, you have blessing and support from all your ancestors on the table. Soften your heart. Soften your heart so you can be more receptive. And make sure that if you're going to do the deed, you use some contraceptive. What other messages do I have for Cancer for April 2018? You've thought yourself and thought yourself and thought yourself into a hole, into a head. And what you find is some pain, some regret, and some despair. It's time to let go of the persisting of the mind and silence. Go watch some comedy. Go play with the child. Go run. Go walk. Do anything, but of that, what worries you, do not talk. Let it go. Let it flow away on the breeze of yesterday. Encouragement coming from within. embracing you. But yet your mind says that's a sin. A sin, how so? Without it, there would not be one for you to come to know. And yet, through it, everything is and is sure to grow. Pick up your feet and let 'em move to the beach. Go swing your hips and don't forget to lick your lips. Let the sun shine in that pretty little mind. Live for today, for tomorrow is on its way. Encourage yourself. Wear the red one. Choose the top shelf. Bring the bling. It's a fun time. It's time to make you sing. Okay, so these are the messages that I have for you. We have our 3-day retreat here in May. It's a small, intimate crowd. Everybody's going to get personal attention, but there is a small, intimate crowd, so it's a limited number of tickets available, and personal consultations are always available for you. The different services and goods that I have available for you are at the website, LPHtarot.com. Go buy your ticket for the retreat at LPHtarot.com. That's LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.